Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. I'm going to answer a question, and that's for my female patients, and that is, how much protein should I consume a day? But before I do that, if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button down below, and right next to it is a bell notification. Facebook fans, I always appreciate it. Please hit the like button. It'll take you 2 seconds, and if you find this information valuable, please share with a friend. I always appreciate a growing audience. It helps the YouTube algorithm, the Google algorithm, the whole internet algorithm, because it's huge. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below. I'm going to answer a question, and that's from the female patients and the female point of view, and that is, how much protein should I be eating per day? Now, the answer varies. Basically, if you work out, again, that means if you're a runner to if you're an athlete, if you're a power lifter to a bodybuilder, the answer is going to vary because you want to match the protein intake in accordance to your exercise routine or your daily regimen. Now, I've been bodybuilding for 25 years. I've competed back in my heydays. I trained males, I trained females, and the mindset is very, very different. Guys, we just want to get big. That's how we want to get big. We want to get strong. So we're just going to eat, and eat. Females are quite the opposite because it's a belief system that it was hard to overcome because it's a belief system that if they pick up a dumbbell, they're going to be huge. And they're afraid to eat protein because they all know that's one person who ate protein and they're just ginormous. The problem is it doesn't really work that way. Mainly because hormones. Men, we have testosterone, which enables us to produce more muscle and more muscle mass. Females, your dominant hormones are progesterone and estrogen. Now, I always go the 80-20 rule. So men, we have 80% testosterone, 20% estrogen and progesterone. Females, you have 80% progesterone and estrogen and 20% testosterone. So you don't have enough testosterone to actually build that massive muscle that you heard one of your girlfriends talking about, unless it's artificial, and that's fine. So getting back to the original question, how much protein should I take in? Now, if you work out vigorously, I always recommend anywhere from 1.5 grams per pound of body weight, meaning that if you're a 125 pound female and you work out vigorously daily, you want to take roughly in about 145 grams of protein per day. And that's divided throughout the day. You're not going to sit down and have a 145 gram meal. No freaking way. You want to divide it out. Now, if you're more sedentary or not the power lifter or not the bodybuilder athlete of a female, you want to take in roughly about half your body weight in protein grams to 0.8. Now, the benefit of taking in more protein for a female is very simple. The more protein you take in, the more muscle tone you're going to produce, the more calories you're going to be able to burn at rest. Because protein has a very thermogenic effect. Now, there's many different reasons. One, don't be shy of eating protein. One, improves health. Protein is the natural building blocks of our body. And so you want that lean protein because, again, it improves brain function. It improves the quality of sleep. It lowers blood pressure. In addition, it helps carry oxygen that reddens our blood. It combines with sterols to form hormones that helps transport fat and cholesterol throughout the body. Protein is what's called a protein transporter. And the proteins that you're taking in helps your body improve its circulatory system with the cholesterol and fat throughout the body. In addition, it increases lean muscle mass. So the more protein you take in, yes, it's going to improve muscle mass. How is that? Because protein is the building blocks of muscle. Protein in its simplest form is an amino acid, which are the building blocks of muscle. So if you eat higher protein, it can help gain and retain lean muscle mass. So you don't shy away from protein. In addition, it speeds up recovery. So for the workout enthusiast, whether if you're that workout enthusiast that works out 9 days a week, or you're the workout enthusiast that works out 3 days a week, it doesn't matter. It's all individual. The thing is, it speeds up recovery because the greater protein synthesis accelerates the muscle and tissue repair. We are made of two things. We're made of protein and fatty acids. We need the fatty acids for the nervous system function. We need the protein for the rebuilding and the strengthening of the muscle tissue. So it also helps strengthen our connective tissue. Now the connective tissue is that nice tissue that surrounds the joints, that keeps the joints stable. So again, so the more protein you take in, it's going to help reduce the future involvement of injury. In addition, aids in fat loss. Taking in ample amounts of protein aids in fat loss. Why? Because protein can help you feel fuller. It'll help you feel fuller longer and retain lean muscle mass even while eating on a calorie deficient diet. So what that means is that when you're trying to reduce the calories, meaning carbohydrates, the best way to lose weight, very simple. You take in less calories, okay, than you burn off. But the problem is, what do you reduce? You reduce the carbohydrates. You increase the lean proteins and the lean fatty acids because that's going to keep you fuller. In addition to, it has a thermogenic effect, meaning that it increases your body temperature because your body actually, believe it or not, has to heat up to burn off the protein. This is why, like after a big, nice protein meal, you feel kind of hot. It's a great phenomenal thermogenic effect. And how does that do that? It increases your body temperature by 25%. Also too, it strengthens bones. Strengthens bones. Amino acids are the basic building blocks of protein. And we need the amino acids. They're used to help build the bone, which in turn will increase bone strength. Now, I'm specifically talking to the females because you have an expiration date, and that's called menopause. So you want to build the bones as much as you can through these productive years. So when menopause hits, osteoporosis, it's not a calcium issue. What it is, it's an estrogen. So when you decline the estrogen from being in postmenopause, you're lessening the chances of calcium and phosphorus into the bones. So there's a couple myths. There's a couple myths that you come across that I've dealt with, training females in my heydays. And that is a couple things. One, wow, if I lift a lot of weight, am I going to get big like the huge woman that I saw? No, you're not. You're not. Simply because you don't have the testosterone like a man to do that. So for females, you want to maximize the strength that you're working out in the gym or at home. Don't shy away from lifting heavy. Thing is also, protein makes you bulky. Protein does not make you bulky. If it's lean protein, it's not going to make you bulky. If it's fried chicken, sure, that's going to make you bulky. No, it does not make you bulky. It actually makes the weight loss easier because of the thermogenic effect. Remember, our bodies have to heat up to break down the proteins by 25%. It's only 5% for carbohydrates. In addition, well, high protein is bad for the kidneys. Anything is bad for the kidneys if you have poor kidney health. Heck, you could have a whole bunch of vegetables, and if you have poor kidney health, that's going to be bad too. Sugar will destroy your kidneys if you're worried about kidney health. And if you have bad kidneys, definitely see your doctor and just have a checkup. However, high protein will actually improve how the body works. Because remember, protein in the simplest forms are amino acids. Our bodies use the amino acids for recuperation. All those little tubules throughout your kidney, which is a big ginormous filter, those nephrons, which is the filtration unit of your kidneys, the endothelial lining that's all full of smooth muscle. That smooth muscle needs proteins to rebuild and to function properly. So I hope this helps. If you have any comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Be good.